People think this is paramedicine.
No, Mike. Don't go to the light, man. You're gonna make it. Just hold on.
But it's actually like this.
All right, so it's been 3 weeks since you've pooped. Okay.
Today, in this video, I'm gonna share the truth about paramedicine. Hello everybody, I'm an advanced care paramedic and I've been working outside in the field for 2 years. 2 years is not a lot, 2 years is not enough, but I do know a lot about paramedicine, okay? Okay, I kind of exaggerated a little bit in the intro, but I'll explain. When I finished high school, I was thinking of pursuing paramedicine or filmmaking, and that's why I'm doing YouTube. I'm doing both right now. I wasn't really sure if I wanted paramedicine or not, so I visited my college, which is this college. I visited one of the instructors here and I had a lot of questions, and at the end he told me, if you want to save lives, you're in the right place. And he did not lie. Like, our job is about saving lives and it's about helping people, and paramedics are heroes, don't get me wrong. But all that adrenaline, all the things that you see in the movies and the TV shows and all the action, that's only like 20 or 30% of our job. But paramedicine is cool and there's a lot of action and excitement in paramedicine. Let's go back to the studio. Today I'm gonna give you 5 cons, 5 reasons why paramedicine sucks, and hopefully after this video you're gonna hate paramedicine. Con number 1, shift work. Shift work sucks. Everyone hates shift work. Fluctuating between night shifts, day shifts, usually 12 hours a shift. You feel sleepy all the time, you feel jet lagged all the time. That's not the worst thing. But what sucks the most in my opinion is that you don't have fixed dates, you don't have routine in your week. Like most people have, like, okay, Fridays are for family, tacos are for Tuesday, workouts are for Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You cannot have that because this Sunday you're gonna be working, the next Sunday you're gonna have a night shift. It just sucks, but guess what? You're gonna get used to it. Con number 2, stress. And this is the most important point. It is not stressful, it is stressful. And there's a big difference between stressful and stressful. It is extremely stressful. You literally see people dying in your arms and you have only seconds to act, and not only that, there's bystanders, family members, friends around you putting pressure on you to help the patient. It is so damn stressful. One of the first calls I had when I just became a paramedic was a cardiac arrest. There was a family gathering, around 30-35 people. They were all gathered around, and in that gathering, a person died, a female in her 30s. So we reached on scene, we saw a patient in the middle of the living room, and all the family members are gathered around, screaming, crying, blaming each other. It was your fault that she died. You didn't bring the medications at that date. What happened to her appointment last week? Why didn't you take her to her appointment? It was your fault that she died, and all that. All the background noise, all the crying and screaming. You're supposed to focus on the patient and save someone's life. It was just me and a partner. We couldn't really manage the scene and tell them all to like clear the area so we can really focus on the patient. So we try to focus on the patient. We did chest compressions, but the person is not breathing. She wasn't breathing. We did chest compressions, 15 minutes, and there's no signs of life. That's not the worst part. The worst part is me standing up and telling the family, good evening. When I said good evening, they all stopped talking. It was extremely quiet. They were all looking at me for a leap of faith, a little bit of hope. And I did not give them false hope. What I did is that I stood up and I told them, good evening. We're trying everything we can. We're giving all the advanced medications and all the advanced equipment. But until now, we don't see any outcome. We're trying everything we can, but in the meanwhile, there's no signs of life. So they all stopped blaming each other and they all stopped screaming, and they all together of them, they all cried. They're all crying, and at the same time, we are getting emotional, but we cannot get emotional because we need to focus on treating the patient. And this is your work, this is your job. You gotta be professional, you gotta be focused all the time. And the thing is that, you know, after this very horrible emotional scene, we reach to the hospital, we give the patient over to the doctors, to the nurse, and we give our hand over, we do our documentation and leave. And then you just do it again, and then you get the next call, and the next call, and you keep doing that until you finish your shift. It does suck, it is extremely stressful, but you gotta manage your stress, and honestly over time, you get calmer, you get colder, and over time, it keeps getting easier. Con number 3, back pain. Back pain, back pain, back pain. Almost all my colleagues at work have back pain. Ask any paramedic in the world, there's a big possibility that he might have back pain. Because imagine this, you're sitting on your gluteus maximus for like 3 hours, and you're not sitting like this. You're sitting like this, watching Netflix, sleeping, reading a book, whatever you're doing. And then you get a call and the patient is on the 7th floor. Hey, what's the matter? I twisted my ankle and I can't walk. Can you try to walk on one leg and we'll try to assist you? No, lift me please. Okay, let's try to lift him. And so yeah, you're gonna work on your lifting techniques. You're gonna try to stay fit. You're gonna try to keep going to the gym so you can lift more people without back pain. Number 4, no lunch breaks. It depends how busy the day is. Sometimes it's gonna be fine, and sometimes you literally cannot eat, you cannot poop, you cannot go to the bathroom. Once we had a call where I went in with my partner, we looked at the patient. The patient is a young kid, it's not a critical patient. I looked at the dad and I was like, do you have a bathroom? Can I use the bathroom please? The dad was like, I was like, okay, I'll try to explain this. The patient is not a critical patient. My partner can take care of him. I really need to go to the bathroom. I've been working for 7 hours straight, and if I don't go to the bathroom right now, I'm gonna pee my pants. And he was like, okay, go to the bathroom. Yeah, sometimes it is so busy that you cannot go to the bathroom. It sucks. There's no breaks, 12 hours straight, but you're just gonna get used to it. Con number 5 is your safety. Cutting through red lights is the most awesome thing ever, but it's extremely dangerous. My colleague actually, a few years ago, I don't really know him, but people talk about him all the time. He was going lights and sirens to a scene and another car just crashed into him and he died. He died trying to help someone else. Not only that, you deal with some dangerous patients, you deal with some psychiatric patients. You don't really know what's happening. And this happened with my friend. He went into a house and he saw a guy that shot his wife, and then he started pointing the gun at the paramedic, at my friend, and my friend was like, okay, family business. You don't have weapons, you're not equipped to deal with these kind of situations, so you just leave the room. Your safety goes always first and you let the cops deal with it. Yeah, the call was pretty intense. Thankfully, none of the paramedics got hurt. And you always have to stay bright, general impression. Try to have a great general impression, look at the danger around you, try to think ahead, and yeah, and guess what? You're always gonna get used to it. So because of that, because of all the cons that I just mentioned, paramedicine sucks. And I don't know why I chose this profession. Actually, this profession is one of the best choices I've ever chosen in my life. I love this profession so damn much, and I made a video about 5 pros about paramedicine. It's gonna be in the description. If I missed anything, if you feel like there's something that I didn't really talk about, let me know in the comments. That's all I have for now. See you next time. Goodbye.